Okay, you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are not a subscriber and you are new to the channel, I'd like to say welcome. Thank you for coming. And like I say, please take the time out to hit that subscribe button. If you are already a sub, thank you for subbing with me. I greatly appreciate it. And you guys, please take the time out to at least share the video with one other person. Please watch the whole video. Give the video a like by hitting the thumb button. Put on your notification and keep it on. So you guys, today, we are going to do some family life. But first, we're going to start off. I want to show you and teach you how I learned. Hopefully, it can help someone out there how you can create your home greenhouse. Because, baby, Sim 2 be simming. They have the winter and they have the snow, honey. They have the rain and everything else. So I created a home greenhouse. So what you do, like I say, you pick a room, whatever room you want. I would just suggest for me, I put it in the front of my house because I felt like, hey, when the sun comes, it's going to hit the front of the house. Like I said, and you got to make sure that you have just grass, just basically grass. Don't have tile or concrete. You cannot put down dirt plots on concrete or tile. Now what you do, you go to build mode, not buy mode. You go to build mode. And then, like I said, you click, you look for the little icon, the picture of the little flower watery pot. Click on that. And I believe it's the very first icon you're going to see in the options of things that you can purchase in build mode. It's a little bit, it should be a little square or a little diamond, but it's going to be brown. That's what you're going to click on, and you just put it down. You just draw it onto your floor. And you guys, it's dirt. And like I say, that's the first thing you do. I would suggest, you see the little lamp hanging down from the top of the ceiling? I would suggest, so that you can be very successful with creating your plants and everything, get that plant light, because what it does, it has these extra rays and heat for plants when you're doing like indoor plants or creating a greenhouse. You want to get that. Now, the key to having a greenhouse, if you want to be working with fruit and vegetables, we're going to start with that first. I will do another video showing you with the flowers. Now with the fruit and vegetables, FYI, the first only fruit and vegetable you're going to be able to plant, you have to create, you have to build your skills. That means you have to have a STEM, and I believe you have to at least be a teenager and up. It could be a teenager, an adult, or elderly. You're going to have to build their skills in gardening. So that means you're going to have to constantly send them to water the plant. These are some of the options you're going to have. Water the plant, tend, compost. Be careful with that compost. If your plants are not brown and look like they died, do not click compose. Because why would you want to throw away your plants and get rid of it when the plant is good? Now, the game is going to prompt you. It's literally when you put your cursor on each plant, it's going to literally tell you how your plant is doing. If the plant is not doing well, like maybe you need to tend to it or give it some water, it's going to say sickly. It's going to have a red little face. Listen, the game prompts you so well on your gardening, but you are going to have to tend to it. This is something I would suggest that you need to tend to your plants. Whoever is going to be tending to it, and it don't have to be this one person. Now, I chose to do this one person, to really focus on this one person, this sim more, because I want this sim to have these skills. Now, it makes sense. Let's say you have 3 different sims, and you got 3 different sims tending to the plant. Granted, yes, you are going to be able to take care of the plants, but it's going to be longer for you to get to be able to plant even more fruit life. You're going to start off with tomatoes first. That's the first plant you're going to be able, it has for produce you're going to be able to grow is tomato. Now, if you got 3 different sims helping with the gardening, you're going to be planting those tomatoes forever. Excuse me. But if you got one sim that you're focusing on and they are literally doing it, that means the more they take care of those tomato plants, and if they're successful, then they'll get to be able to do, I believe it's strawberries and cucumbers, you got. And listen, I am just getting started on my produce garden, but I have been successful. Let me give you an idea, I planted 10 tomato plants, you guys. Only 3 of my tomato plants survived. And then at the time, when it got time for me to harvest the plants, only one was successful. And believe me, I was sending my stems there at least, 3 or 4 times a day, getting it done, watering them, tender to them. Then I realized, once I had to compose of a lot of the plants, because I told you I had like 10 produce tomato plants. They always tomatoes. So like I said, you're going to start out with tomatoes only. Only one allowed me to harvest it. The rest of them basically just died. So then I thought, you know what? When I went and re-put me some plots back down, because I said, well, maybe I'm missing something. And I said, well, how come once you plant your plant, you have to fertilize it from the beginning, I believe. That's how it works for me. You want to fertilize your dirt plot first before you actually start planting your vegetables. It would be more successful. So, I backed it up. I re-put me down some more plot, fresh plot. I just did that. And then I went and cleared fertilize. And then it looked good. I saw the difference because when my son went in and fertilized it, I actually was able to see that the ground soil was like more darker. It looked like it been worked with. It looked like, it was more healthier. It just wasn't the ground looking dry, looking tight plot. Then I went in. Then I planted my tomato plants. Then I went in to tend them. When you hit 10, that means you're weeding the weeds out, picking out anything that's bad. And then you can clip water. Now, you can hit water minute. You have 2 different types of water. Water minute. For me, because of my sim, could be hard-headed, I basically like to click on each one and say water. Because I want to make sure that my sim treat each plant. It's not guaranteed that if you click water minute, that sim is literally going to go through all the plants on the garden. Also, I advise you to hire a home gardener. The gardener is going to come 3 days a week. The gardener will help. They're very helpful. They will water your plants. They will weed your plants. Listen, at one of my videos, and listen, check out all my videos. All of my videos are good. It's not in this video, but I noticed in one of my videos, when I had my sim tending to my produce garden, the higher gardener that was there was already working on it. My sim got pissed. She got triggered. She got angry. So I was like, okay. So like I say, I do have a regular garden outside, and then I have my greenhouse. But like I say, that's just something you can do with a home green garden. Hopefully that's something that's very helpful. So if somebody is new plant sim too, or somebody haven't been successful for planting a garden, hopefully this video help you. And like I say, and now we just doing some regular family life. These are my twin boys. This is TJ. This is DJ. TJ has on the red pajamas to the left, and that's DJ to the right. And like I said, listen, I did not instruct them to start juggling cups. They literally just start doing this on their own, and I say, I am so glad this is on video. It's such twin vibes. I love it. Let me tell you, I love my kids. So like I say, they sitting there juggling the cups, and then I click, look. Princess came up and slapped the crap out of him. It's like, girl, not the twin. And then, okay, so I got 2 sets of twins. I got twin boys, twin girls. But that was Princess. Princess has a dark complexion like Mama Lola. Why she went up and slapped the mess out of him, I have no idea. Also, you guys, you'll see him, whatever sim you use to do the garden, listen, they're going to get tired out real quick. Now, what I learned that works for me, if I make sure I have my sim get some good night's sleep, eat, and everything good, because the more they are on green, the better they're going to be able to be successful to handle the garden. Okay, so listen, she came up, Princess, the girl twin, and she slapped him. He still went back to juggling. So it's like, that's so freaking cute. And like I say, somebody gonna knock over my damn garbage can. I believe I'm gonna have, that's Paris, I believe. So I'm having Paris. Listen, I let my Sims know, if you see a garbage can, don't walk past it. If it's not, don't pick it up. Okay, so this is Miss Josephine. You guys, I have to do a tour of the house. We'll see you in the next video.